Returning to our top story, Peter Nygard has been found guilty of 4 counts of sexual assault. The former fashion businessman was acquitted of a 5th count, plus a charge of forcible confinement. Nygard had pleaded not guilty to all charges. Let's bring in our Mackey, who's outside the University Avenue courthouse where the jury handed down its verdict. Michelle, you saw Nygard leaving in a police vehicle after learning his fate. I wonder, what was his demeanor?
Well, Karen, it was very vacant. It was hard to read his emotions. We only saw him briefly. We have footage of him leaving about an hour after that verdict was read in a police van. And because there was a fair amount of police presence around the courthouse, it was very slow getting out. And so we did get up close. We saw through the tinted window. He was looking forward, a very blank expression on his face. And he had a large black coat with a hood that was covering most of his body. So it was very brief, Karen, but again, emotionless. And we also know that in the courtroom when that verdict was read, reports are saying that he did not really have much of a response.
Now, there are things we can now report on given the conclusion of the trial. Nygards' son, for one, had some very strong words for his father during the bail hearing that he repeated outside the courthouse today. Michelle, what can you tell us about what he said?
I loved my father. It hurts me to see all of these things. I knew a different man. I got a different version of him. And for me, that bond was real. Those moments are real. But when you get the reveal that there is another person, there's another personality within there, there's something evil in there, there's something perverse, there's something sick, and that it's out of control and that it is going to continue to abuse others, and it has abused others, then you have to take action to stop that for the greater good.
So his name is Kai Bickle. He has renounced his father's last name, and he's also renounced his inheritance. He was one of the whistleblowers that came forward 4 years ago after he said he saw his father sexually assault a young girl, Karen, and emotions running high. As you heard him say, he's really grappling with the fact that he has all of these, beautiful memories with his dad as a child, but now has a very different impression of the man that he calls a monster.
Now, Nygards been behind bars the last 2 years. Of course, you saw him being taken back to a Toronto jail this morning. What now, Michelle?
So we know that he is expected to appear in court again on November the 21st, and at that point a date will be set for his sentencing. And the maximum charge he can receive for a sexual assault in Canada is 10 years in prison unless that person that he sexually assaulted was under the age of 16. But again, we do not know what his sentence will be until after the 21st of November, Karen.
And this verdict, of course, representing just the first criminal conviction against Nygard, with more legal battlefronts to come. Michelle, thank you so much for your reporting tonight.
Thank you.